Welcome back to this podcast. Today we will talk about which are the best animated series in my opinion. We have all know some animated series from Puppet to more current series such as BoJack Horseman, but which ones could be the best? In the 10th place we find Family Guy. Some people disagree with Family Guy and it's go for broke anything for a laugh style. Even other shows on the list have made fun of it. However, even if you don't like the Griffin family, we must admit that the very funny situations create memorable moments to generate a lot of laughter. In the ninth place, we find Batman, this animated series, and this series is so amazing. This is the mostly a list of comedies because there aren't as many animated dramas. Well, outside of anime, which is not presented on the list, more out of ignorance than a lack of interest. For some people, thought the Batman of Batman the Animated Series is their favorite version of the Caped Crusader. If you like a darker bit of animation that looks cool, this is for you. And this series is so amazing for the childrens and for everyone. The next place is maybe for the best productions made by Disney, and it's Gravity Falls. Disney had a bit of animations in the last years, but in my opinion, Gravity Falls is the best. It's a mystery story about a couple of kids with a supernatural bent. Think of it like siblings, so similar to Scooby-Doo, with a better animation with a lot of mystery. This series is so amazing. Even adults got invested in this mystery series. For the next place, we find one of my favorite series from my childhood is Hey Arnold, and I think this series is so fantastic. And this series is made by Nickelodeon's animated shows, and these shows told us about the life of Arnold and his adventures with her friends. And in my opinion, maybe it's the best productions made by Nickelodeon's animated shows after SpongeBob. For the next place, we find a popular series, an old series is Scooby Doo. Um, all the series created in the 19th and the 18th. Maybe the best one is Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. And truth be told, this original Scooby Doo cartoons don't hold up well. They are so slow and repetitive. That's definitely not is the case with Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. These versions, which dated from 2010 through 2000 theory is a lot of more detailed. There are recurring storytellings and ongoing mystery. In my opinion, maybe it's the best series of Scooby-Doo in the history. The next place is for a famous, super famous series, animated series, is Adventure Time. The maybe the most famous animated series made by Cartoon Network, and the rise of Adventure Time came slowly. First, it was just a weird turtle cartoon about a boy and his talking dog going on adventures. Then it started to grow, a world was built, and it became the number one for adults and for the kids. Maybe is the number one of the cartoons of its era, and it's amazing this cartoon. For the next place, we find The Simpsons. This was the obvious choice. It's in the running for best show ever. The first 9 seasons of The Simpsons are as good as any, and since there have been hundreds more episodes, many of them really good. Homer Simpson is the best character in the history of television, in my opinion, and I put him in this position because after the season 20, his episodes are really bad and repetitive, in my opinion. The next one, in my opinion, is the best series made by Mark Rain. in is Futurama, and so many shows about the future are utopian or dystopian. But Futurama dares to imagine the future that's pretty similar to the present, but with a bunch of crazy technology and space. Philip Hotterpride, in my opinion, is amazing and wakes up on the verge of the year 3000, and the history begins from there. His friends, robots and humans and aliens and mutants are Futurama, and it's hilarious and it's so funny in my opinion. The last one place, in my opinion, is SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't have any bad opinion of this series. Maybe it's the series that I see a lot of episodes and I love all of them. And SpongeBob is the king of Nickelodeon animation, the biggest star of Nickelodeon animations. SpongeBob SquarePants was a later entry into the pantheon. Maybe is the best series, animated series for the kids, and it's still going on, even though the creator Steven Hillenburg tragically passed away. SpongeBob, it's absurd and ridiculous and so funny, and it captured the imagination of multiple generations. And in my opinion, is the amazing series of Nickelodeon animation. For the first place, we find the wonderful world of Gumball, probably the best animated series created in the last decade that mixes adult and children humor that shows loving, kind, and funny people. Each chapter is a mix of many emotions and adventures of Gumball and Darwin. It has an excellent mix of traditional and modern animation with many other techniques that make it very beautiful. In my opinion, it's the best animated series made by Cartoon Network and it's so amazing. It's so recommended for you.